Looks like a million.
A little bit, I guess. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more Asian she's starting to look.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's the same thing I'm like thinking right now. It's like, wow.
Like, I think when she first was born, it was like she doesn't look Asian
At all.
At all.
Yeah, maybe she'll turn a little more Asian-y.
Yeah. But when you put her against a real full-blooded Asian American,
that one's Greek / Italian, about 10%.
I gotta do mine because
you have to,
and then see what
honestly,
it actually is.
Keish brought up a good point. I want to do one that's not Ancestry and just compare those two as well.
Do the 23, whatever the other one is.
I don't know. What is the other one?
D23. No, it's something. It has a number in it.
HDTV.
D23.
High definition genetic testing.
I guess it's official. We're back. Doing our thing.
Doing our thing.
You know what we forgot again? And I was going to tell you to... But then it was going to take you too long to get the Coke... All the Coke products.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, that's like... I need definitely a week notice to scrounge up different colas. I saw RC the other day and I wanted it so fucking bad. I was like, man. Oh, I think when I went to get all that LaCroix last week.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the RC and I was like, oh. Did we already talk about that? Yeah, because we did one the day after.
Yeah. Well, I weighed myself today when you're like, oh, I'm going to come over.
Mm-hmm.
So at 10 o'clock in the afternoon after eating and stuff, I was at 315.9.
Damn. Holy shit. Sweet.
This whole week I had been doing intermittent fasting. So, and my school schedule makes it really easy because I teach first, second, and third. Mm-hmm. And by fourth period, it's already 11. So I've been making sure I stop eating at like 7.
Sweet.
At night, so it's been a lot easier.
7 or something. Are you doing an 8-hour or like 10-hour window or something like that?
8 hour, so 14. I mean, I'm drinking coffee.
16 and 8.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee during that time with MCT oil and stuff like that.
But we consider that fasting still.
But I also have been taking my keto drink.
Oh,
the supplement, the supplement drink.
The Ketogenics.
No, I've been taking the other one. And I take one in the morning when I wake up, and one. So by 7, that's the last thing that I'm putting in my body. Mm-hmm. So it's taking me into ketosis, even if I wasn't.
As you go into a fasted state.
Right, and then it gets rebooted in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then the only thing I'm having is coffee for maybe a few hours, if that. So
awesome. Yeah, we've been pretty lax the last month or so. Yeah. Like kind of flip-flopping. So I felt like I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, oh God, look at you. And then finally the other day I fucking hop on the scale and I was 173.
Wow.
Which is basically high school weight, but just different composition. Yeah. I'm not as muscular. But I was like, oh, because I was expecting 185. I was like, it's gonna say 190 or more, and that's gonna upset you. Right. You know, I was gonna be like, because I know I can get back down, but it's just having to wait that week and actually then focusing. So when I saw 173, I was just ecstatic. I was like, yes. And then all of a sudden I look at myself in the mirror and I look completely different to myself. You ever do that shit?
Yeah.
You look at yourself like you think you're a piece of shit, and then you weigh yourself. You're like, oh. Inversely, before you look at yourself like, I look good, and then you're like 10 pounds heavier. And on that note, they have wacky Munchkins.
Yeah, I've never. This is the only place I've seen it.
This one has cherry. I think that's a pretty standard.
The
standard.
like jelly filled ones, but they have.
Oh, you got them.
They have colorful sprinkle chocolate.
Wow.
Chocolate glaze.
Oh, wow.
They had Boston cream. They had like filled Munchkins, like cream filled, like Boston cream, strawberry something, lemon curd, that
Perhaps
kind of stuff.
Bavarian. There were whispers. Bavarian cream. If you can get a... Hold on. pace myself. You can get a berry cream munchkin on the market. I'll buy it. Duncan, you paying attention? One time me and Smith were like 15. We're walking around as usual. And I needed a job, so we went into Dunkin' Donuts and talked to the lady behind the counter. It's like, oh, yeah, you guys hiring? Can I get an application? Can I work here? And the lady, like, looked at me and she was like, do you have any experience? I was like, what, making donuts? That was about the end of that. She didn't fucking... Yeah, she was an old cunt, basically. That's the moral of that story. But I never worked at Dunkin' Donuts, you know? Maybe she saved my life. I've heard a lot of bad stories, and, you know, they start with when I got that job at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Who's this fellow? Kerry Wood? We got Kerry Wood over here playing hockey. What's this one?
Blueberry?
Oh! Oh! With a drop of red on it. Blueberries are pretty... They made that a standard, I think.
Not a munchkin, though.
No?
No. The standard munchkins are chocolate glazed, like old fashioned, but glazed.
Plain, whatever it is.
Right. But they do like plain cake and then plain yeast and then jelly. Maybe powdered.
Powdered for sure.
So
oh yeah,
it's like
powdered is an original.
And those are like the 5 like most Dunkin' Donuts will have. For whatever reason, this one has always had a vast array of munchkins.
I'll say.
Which I don't understand how they got. Somehow they cornered the market on munchkins.
Well, if they're franchise, right? Maybe that guy just cares more. Maybe he's on the cutting edge. It's like, I need
yeah, I
more
mean the one
munchkin
that's
flavor.
walking distance from here, like the service is shitty. They barely have
You can
good
tell the
select.
difference between the two. One by me sucks too. There's some drunk motherfucker working there, dude. And I'm pretty sure at like 1 in the afternoon I'll roll up, and if he's by himself, it'd be like, "Bye!" on the intercom, and then when I get up to the window, he's like, "Hey, buddy!" If I have a girl in the car with me, he's like, he gets down and he's like, "Oh!" But his mouth is rotting away, so you barely want this guy to hand you coffee.
Right.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
He has, like, he'll put, like, 6 napkins with the cup as he hands you that in the straw, and I try to, like... grab it without
It's
the
like
napkins.
a scary movie with his strong hand. It's my strong hand.
And I try to, like, take the napkins, and I immediately put them in my door. He really, rough life, I think. Currently. Not even had. Sitting at heart, I'll see him walk in the liquor store every once in a while when I'm in there getting my bubble water. Or ice cream.
Yeah.
Dude, you're Pierre.
Perrier.
It's a nod to you, Adam, if you ever watch this. Pierre.
Somebody's not happy.
Somebody's not happy about their keto diet. Damn. Molly Womped, Harry Potter here. You guys can't see what's going on, but... Okay, check this out. Is there a date on this?
I don't think so. But it's funny that you brought that because on Facebook, a couple of the Disney resorts have instead of giving away those, or not giving them away, but using them in the hotel rooms, they're putting these giant bottles in dispensers in the showers, and people are like outraged about it.
Because they can't take them?
Right. Well, that, and they're like, oh, it's like not as sanitary, and people can mess with them, and all this stuff like that.
Ew.
I guess. But you would think, whatever. But anyway, but people in the comments are like, well, that's because people on Facebook have been posting like pictures of them stealing thousands of them and whatever. I mean, I think we had
that's what it took. I mean, Disney has always known that all their shit's been getting stolen. Like,
yeah, I think it's just like they're testing it out and seeing if people like it. Because
I initially just thought that was a great idea. I don't want to fuck around with these things. I want a big tub. I want to fucking go nuts, baby.
That's how, I think that's how men think, but women think,
But then when you brought that up, dude, some flapjack's gonna drop something in one of them, and then you're washing yourself with
Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, on the good end of things. Might just get you a little cleaner.
But maybe what they do is
if it's like fucking foolproof. If it comes to your bathroom through a tap system like a bar, and each tap is
I think all they have to do is lock.
Going to
put it in some kind of thing that locks.
Yeah, and all you can do is press the thing, and shit comes out or it doesn't. And if it runs out, you have to call.
And the only person who can change it is housekeeping. Then I think you're fine. But I think they're just testing it out because they've always had these things.
Conditioner. So this is like circa before 1995 for sure.
Yeah, we definitely had a lot of these.
Oh yeah, I feel like I remember seeing shit like that at your house even. Yeah, like in the bathrooms. So this is 2 ounce.
We would go to Disney World every 5 years and stock up, and that's what we would use for the next 5 years.
Look, now everyone's got to use.
Now we got to go buy our own dial.
Sam's Club.
We got to go buy dial.
All right, check the patina on this. Antique age. It's like a 1990.
That movie came out in 92, I think.
Sounds about right to me. Really, Wayne's World, huh?
Or no, that was like 94, maybe.
Well, they did it. That always drove me crazy when I was a little kid when they didn't put the date on the back. Maybe you're just gonna see it. That wouldn't surprise me, but...
No, I don't think...
But yeah, look at this fucking age. That's original.
Is it on the...
Never worked on. Never set up again. Never... Original strings.
It wasn't even rewound.
Never... Dude, unrewound since the 90s, maybe.
And that looks right about around the credits.
That's right about where Mufasa dies. Never got past. Alright. Well, look, they're telling you to bring home the magic, so how are you supposed to not steal everything that's not nailed down? They're practically daring you to. Just don't look at my address. This is from 1996. This actually says on it, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Genuine 1990 sizzle. Something about what? Holiday season, you can come for the price of one day in 2017, let's say. Stay a week for the price of one day.
Hey, I heard the lines are really short today. They had somebody on Facebook like live streaming, and she's just like, yeah, everything's a walk on. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is like 5-minute wait. So we're just going to sit here and enjoy Magic Kingdom for a while. So that's one of the filled ones.
Seven Dwarves Mine Train, everyone. Whoa, it's not white, it's pink.
Is it strawberry? They had apple something. Maybe I ate those. It was like filled with apple pie.
I don't know what this is, but it's good. this has a few people in it. Hodgie is not one of them.
I am not.
I think you're better at the camera holding thing. I'm the smallest one in the picture.
Let's see.
Back row. Darkest people. Aw, you can't really. Yeah. Tasha's on the left. Then my mom, then me, then Aunt Chris. But you can't really. Oh, there you go. There. Almost. You can almost see the terror. Oh, it's so close. Yes, you can see my mom's teeth. Wow, that lady in front of us is clutching a baby or something. Jurassic Park the ride. So this is one of those. This isn't like Splash Mountain where you spend like 5 minutes as a little child crying your eyes out because you're slowly going up as they're all like, "Oh, you shouldn't go up."
Yeah, it definitely tricks you because you don't. Do you go up?
I don't. Well, maybe like throughout the thing. I don't know. It seemed very sudden.
You know,
it comes out. It's not the same.
Yeah, I feel like there's a ride that's similar to Jurassic Park, and so that's why I get confused.
Well, there's like, the one at Great America that's a raft. They have one that's a log jammer, and then they have one that's the tube, the big tube. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, all the time. Those are like the few that I actually
there you
do.
Go on. Those were fun back in the day.
Yeah.
Even still, when all the lines were super short, that ride was an hour wait.
So at Animal Kingdom at Disney World, they have a raft ride too. It's sort of like you're in the Himalayas or something like that, going down
the Serengeti.
Wrong continent, but okay. And so there's signs everywhere that say you're gonna get wet, you're gonna get wet, you're gonna get wet. And so I guess
with water.
The last time my family went, they went on it and Hazel didn't get wet at all. And my dad got soaked, right? and so she was like laughing at my dad. And so she loved the ride, so she wanted to go back on it again. And so me, her, my dad, and Kelly went on it. And this couple, this like French couple.
Oh, wee.
But they had ponchos.
Oh, no.
They were wearing ponchos, which was a smart idea.
Really?
In retrospect.
You think so? What's the point of going on?
I don't want to get wet, really.
Then you shouldn't go on.
I shouldn't. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't go on Splash Mountain a lot of times, because, like...
Sometimes you do get soaked, right?
Yeah, and so you're like, I don't want to get wet. But anyway, so we go on it, and it's just like a normal raft. Like, maybe a little splash here or there, right? But you get to the end, and there's a legit waterfall, and you go down it. The whole time, the raft is like spinning, and you're like, okay, well, hopefully it spins so that we're at the top, because I feel like if you're at the top and the water, you hit it, you're not going to get hit, right? No, of course, because me and my dad are sitting next to each other. And then we go down first, and it just engulfs me and him.
So you went down backwards?
Yeah. But because Hazel was like sitting next to my dad or whatever, she got a little soaked and like ruined her day for the rest of the
wow.
day.
You gotta be kidding me.
But French people, completely dry. Because they were wearing the ponchos. It wasn't like the ponchos kept them dry. It was the fact that they wore ponchos that the water didn't even go near them.
So as an American, you would be comfortable wearing ponchos next to a Frenchman on a water ride. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. See, the idea of wearing a poncho at Disney World isn't that insane, so... Because you see people in ponchos all the time because it rains every 5 minutes anyway, so... It's kind of a normality when you're down there.
If you go on a water ride, you take off the poncho. All right, wait, what about this? I feel like this is an original. The cinnamon.
That was a long time ago. But they phased
what
that one
happened?
out. They phased that one out.
Well, let's talk about OGs if we're gonna talk about OGs. I don't phase it out.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Oh, this fucking righteous.
I feel like most people didn't like it. I think nobody liked it.
Hey, oh, cinnamon?
Maybe it was because the cinnamon was intense and it just like dried your mouth out as soon as you put it in your mouth.
That is delicious. Fudge. Favorite munchkin of the day.
Fudge is your favorite munchkin? Cinnamon is his favorite munchkin of the day.
Emphasis on the...
He needs to take a drink. He needs to take a break.
I need to wet my whistle. I don't know how wet we got right after that photo was taken. I assume not very.
I feel like that red you don't really get too soaked.
Besides what you urinate on yourself.
Yeah, but I was soaked. I was soaked
released.
for the rest of the day. It took almost the entire day to dry off.
That sucks, man. Then you're walking around, your fucking calves.
Like my underwear was wet. Like that's how it was. Socks, underwear, everything. That's why I would wear a poncho.
Butt cheeks rubbing together.
Like when you're on Splash Mountain, it's like your top. Like your shirt's wet,
I've been
whatever.
Spritzed.
But that one was like I took a shower. I took a bath.
Juicy and dipped.
At Bona, they call it baptized. They call it baptized.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I prefer my Italian beef dry.
Really?
So I can actually eat the sandwich.
Because of the integrity of the bread?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'll get it juicy. Won't get it dipped. Usually the juicy still holds its
like juicy's just like they just
especially if
throw the meat on there.
You're in it to win it and you pretty much establish your thing and then you're just there, you're good. But if you put it down, start eating
I also
fries.
probably have never eaten a beef like in a restaurant. Like I always take it home.
Well then you gotta.
You gotta.
Because if you don't,
it's gonna be mush.
It's like a meat pie.
What?
Get yourself a spoon.
It's meat soup.
You never had Johnny's at our house? That's almost as close as eating it there.
I have. No, I think your mom got me a combo.
Sausage is probably too hot for you, right?
No, I don't think I cared for the I don't think I like the combo of the sausage and the Italian beef together.
Oh man, I love it.
I feel like they need to be separate.
Especially Johnny's is one of the few places that does the sausage right. Like I'll agree with you. I like beef. If you would, but I think if I was dying and you gave me the choice between one or the other, I'd pick a combo because it's got both. For me, there's no drawback. I would pick a beef,
because it's in its purest form.
Their combo is way better than others. Like if you get a combo at Jay's, Roma's, anywhere else, you're gonna get a really big sausage that is like not charred, that's like springy and just it doesn't go well with the sandwich. At Johnny's, it's like charred. It's that really red, spicy Italian sausage, and you can get like a more charred one, which I would, but they're just over an open pit. They're unlike those that silver thin whoosh that they stick them all through. Big skewer.
Okay.
Old school style, and they have like 30.
Right.
It's just way superior to the other sausage that I see at the beef places around here. Most of them, they won't even throw it on the fucking grill. I'll ask for it well done. I'll be like, all right, I know you have the sausage back there and it like just boiled and you want to give me this boiled fucking sausage. Can you please just throw it on the flat top or something? And that would be preferable, but nah. But I like that flame burger.
I think some place should do like Chicago combo where it's Italian beef and then a Polish.
It's interesting.
Just throwing it out there.
Man.
Throwing it out there.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a crazy idea. It might not taste good.
It might be crazy, but that's why it might be good.
Take the two largest ethnic.
What would you...
groups.
Okay, so you put the beef, you put the sausage.
Okay.
Now, are there any more Polish accoutrements?
Put some sour cream on it.
Like, there's not going to be any sauerkraut or mustard or
No, that's
anything.
gross. That's disgusting.
So just...
Beef and sauerkraut? No. That would be disgusting. I mean, what is a combo? It's just Italian sausage and
But
beef.
it's still got Italian shit with it. It's got giardiniera or peppers. That's what I'm getting at.
But like bell
So would you
peppers
just
aren't
dress
really.
it up
I
normal?
don't think of bell peppers as Italian, so.
You think of them as normally coming with the Italian
True.
sandwich. Like, you know to tell them hot or sweet peppers.
Right.
Or jar, yeah. So,
Well, I don't.
rebuffed.
So we're saying like put some kind of cabbage
I'm
thing on
saying,
it.
are we doing it normal, like a combo, and just switching out the sausage? You still put your peppers on, you still put your giardiniera, or is there just a little change? That's all I was asking, because maybe onions would be the right thing to put on that one instead of
Yeah, maybe you
the
put
normal.
grilled onions.
See, now we're talking. This
Okay,
is what
so
I'm saying.
you take the Italian bread,
We're getting somewhere.
you put the Polish with the grilled onions, then the Italian beef,
Yes.
and then your choice of hot or sweet peppers.
Yes. Now we're talking. Like that.
But no mustard or
I agree.
sauerkraut.
I agree. Because I wouldn't want mustard with the beef. And then, I mean, sauerkraut, you don't like sauerkraut at all?
But I don't think it would go with.
You just don't want it with
beef.
the thing.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
I don't think it would meld well.
Same bread and everything. Yeah,
Same
same
bread.
bread. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. No, put it all on some Polish rye.
All right, so let's do a.
That would be the messiest friggin' sandwich.
Yeah, that one would not hold up. Can I get a Polish rye dip? By the time they pull it up, it's just like
It's disintegrated.
in there.
They just put it in a bowl. Just like, and they dump it.
Hey, you want some bread bowl? Polish rye, yeah. Doesn't hold together
No, not at
the
all.
same. I would, in one of my alternate universe lives, I really think that would be one of the fun things to make a living would be to like have a walkthrough place like that where you make like one thing well, and it's just that good that people line up and you have like a crazy rush.
Right.
But if like you could work with your family or just a bunch of friends,
Right.
and that would be
I've always thought about doing a biscuit place.
biscuit.
Yeah, like, because there aren't really good
No, there is.
places to get biscuits, and like,
You could do all sorts of different.
Melissa really likes biscuits and gravy. And so everywhere we go, if they have it on the menu, we order it, and we're always disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's a good biscuits and gravy, or have you not even found
The
one?
only one that's like edible and we'll order again.
Cracker Barrel?
No, I don't know. I've never had it at Cracker Barrel. Their biscuits are decent, so.
Right, so it's a good.
But I don't think I've ever had their white gravy. I don't know if I.
Oh, I had.
Was it? Was
Remember?
it okay?
Remember?
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
has to be brown or white. That's white.
For your mashed potatoes. But yeah, is in Park Ridge. The original Pancake House in Park Ridge has decent biscuits and gravy. But like even the places, actually the Pickwick restaurant did, and then they changed owners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they used to do because they did like you could get biscuits and gravy like 3 different ways. Like one with
cool.
like a big old piece of fried chicken and stuff like it was good, but they took forever to bring out food, and so they were probably losing money from that. They got new owners, and the new owners just kind of do regular, Pancake House kind of stuff.
Well, no, that's interesting because you could have all your biscuits, and then you have the different things. So you have your regular biscuits and gravy, right? You just have a big
Biscuit
old pot of
sandwiches
that,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Simmering on your
Yeah.
thing, and then you could do sandwiches. So, well, first or damn, you could do something like chili too. You could like make a chili in one of those big ass pots, put it on biscuits.
Yeah. I was thinking like having different biscuits because like I like to, for like Christmas we make the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits, and like just do like maybe like 3 different kind of biscuits, like 2 savory, maybe 1 sweet if you really wanted like a sweeter biscuit, like and then
cinnamon biscuit,
something like that, and then just have like you said, like Subway or Chipotle or something like that, where it's like you have your pick your biscuit, pick your crap, and then go on your way.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And since there's that Big Top place right there on the, buy it out and call it Big Top Biscuits, and really up the circus theme.
It's just too big though.
Yeah.
I just want somewhere where like you don't even have to worry about tables like a Johnny's.
Right.
Where like you put a counter on one side, if people want to stand there and eat they can, but otherwise get in and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Or like Jimmy's. Have you ever been to Jimmy's on Grand?
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Man. All those old places are like that. That would be fucking sweet. But yeah, if it was bigger than that, I would feel. I wish that you could start with like a cart, a hot dog cart.
You could do a food truck or something.
That's what everyone says. I feel like that's a lot of work too. Though.
Yeah.
Permitting, and then it's like hard enough getting all that stuff, but then you gotta have it in a truck.
And drive to different locations all the time.
And that's the other thing. Yeah, you've got to find the right locations at the right time. That seems like so much parking and coordinating with venues and concerts. Ugh. I just want to fucking stand and I can walk around and ring my bell. You could put a bunch of biscuits in one of those things.
Yeah.
And have your 2 pots of something.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not a bad idea, man. You could do cheesy shit. Because, like, grilled cheese is another one you could fuck with that's, like, kind of easy.
When we were in, me and Melissa were at Woodfield one time. You know how there's that, where Kuma's is and stuff? Yeah. Before Kuma's was built, we were, like, at Home Goods or something like that. And we come out, and there's a grilled cheese truck. And so we went there and we ate there, but it wasn't good. I was like, what a waste. It wasn't good, huh? Yeah, what a waste. I think that's the thing, is like, because like Food Network and these places have kind of like romanticized food trucks, you think any food truck is going to be amazing. Right. The food's going to be top notch.
Totally.
But you know
people have done it.
But there's just as many people who are just like watching Food Network going, hey, that's a good idea. Like, didn't you always like to make grilled cheese? Yeah. And they just use like Velveeta and Wonder Bread.
Yeah, meanwhile, they have no taste.
Right.
Don't make good shit. They just like what they make.
Right.
That's a good point.
And so we were just like really disappointed. I was like, man, we should just waited.
Well, obviously biasedly, I feel like we have pretty good taste. I don't know, like in general, we make alright food.
Yeah, I think so. I used to cook for Kelly.
Oh, really?
Like, instead of her cooking for me. My older sister, who's practically an adult by the time I was old enough to cook, was having me cook stuff. And
yeah, Hans, you cook. Isn't it fun?
Yeah, can you make me that chicken stuff that you always make? You know,
chicken stuff. Oh my god.
Do you remember that?
Well, when you said that, it just rung a bell like hardcore. But what was it?
Okay, so we used to have like, because we used to buy from Market.
It was tortillas.
No.
Remember that? It was like sour cream sauce or something. What the fuck was that? We had like so many chicken tortillas. I feel like we didn't used to make some sort of.
I probably did, but the thing that I used to make a lot was we used to get this like pre-cooked, essentially diced chicken.
Yes,
I would put. It
was like a gravy.
I'd get this like weird marinade, like mesquite marinade or something like that. I'd put it in a pan It was like reddish color.
Yeah, it was.
And then I would
red.
I would cook it in the pan, and then I would put like slices of cheese over it.
Oh my god!
Toast bread, and then put it on there, and then cut.
Oh,
I used to make that all the time, and I think Kelly liked it, so
that
she
shit
would have
was
me
good.
make it.
I remember that orangey sauce. That's why I thought sour cream, because it was kind of like almost white sometimes. It would go from orange to like a little brighter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Put American cheese on it.
Chicken stuff. American
And then we just
cheese.
called it chicken stuff, yeah.
But the toast made it.
Like the fact that it was a sandwich and you could just eat it like
It was
a
a little
sandwich.
spicy too.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy shit. Like you said, chicken stuff is a little thing where like my brain's kind of doing a drive-by and then it stopped and I was like, wait, what? Jesus. And what was that? Where did that come from? Aldi? That like cubed chicken or what?
Market Day. So like
shit.
all the Catholic schools used to do it. I don't think they do it anymore. Or
Catholic schools.
yeah. Catholic schools would like do it as, I guess they would get money from it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a fundraiser.
They had to get some benefit,
Right.
right? I guess.
And so you'd get an order form and your parents would fill it out and then you bring it back in and they'd pay for it. And then like one Sunday out of the month or Saturday out of the month, there would be market day pickup and you'd have to go. And it's just basically all kinds of crazy frozen meat
frozen
and
box
stuff.
foods.
Yeah. It's like frozen meat and frozen
Basically what you can
vegetables
get
and
at
stuff.
Sam's or...
Yeah,
It
pretty
was
much.
like Omaha Steaks before Omaha Steaks.
Right, pretty much. Right, yeah. And one of the things that they had were like bags of diced chicken that was like pretty much already cooked, so you didn't really have
Just
to
throw it in the pan.
Right.
That's another reason why you didn't have. It was easy for you to make.
Right. Like, but we also have to remember, like, I'm
Catalog
8.
food.
I'm 8 years old doing this kind of stuff, so
Right.
yeah, I'd do weird things like take
Barbecue sauce. I remember you put on too, like on the chicken stuffed sandwich. I definitely remember a barbecue cutter, some sort of brown sauce.
Yeah. I feel like that whatever that marinade thing was, it was like it was like spicy, but it kind of was like barbecue. It was a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. But I think they stopped making that. That's what it was. They stopped making that
chicken stuffed sandwich train.
And I always like tried to think like, oh, how could I make it just like with spices, you know? But I'm just too lazy.
We lost the recipe.
I was just too lazy to try to figure it out.
Lost the recipe.
But yeah, biscuits.
Trying to think of like little stands that have gone out of business. I can picture them being empty. Buy this shit right now. I'm gonna make some biscuits.
Like, but we should do some reconnaissance. We should like go down to Georgia, go to all these places.
Georgia.
All these places that have these like biscuit capitals and stuff. And just like, how do you make your biscuits? And then just like figure it out and come back. Because I like the Red Lobster ones. They're pretty spot on, but I actually prefer mine over.
Yeah, I think I like my mom's better too. Even though like they're amazing when you're at.
Yeah, they are. They have a different texture, and
They're a little harder than you can make them at home. I feel like you can make them just way fluffier and better.
Yeah, and I'm just like.
I feel like maybe they're old or they're just like heating them up or something.
It could be, yeah. Me and Melissa went to Outback, and like the bread was all or no, me and Amelia went to Outback. Me and her went for lunch.
Nice.
Like it was like our last day together before I went to work. So I was just like, oh, we should do something nice.
Amelia wants to go to Outback.
Amelia wants to go to Outback. I don't know. So we went, but like it was lunch, right? And they only had like one waitress. And and when she brought me the bread, the outer part of it was super hard, like crusty, which is like very rare that I've ever experienced that in my life. And then she goes, I heard her talking to somebody behind me saying, did you want any bread? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And she's like, okay, I'll put some in the toaster for you. So I'm like, oh, this is like day old bread because it's lunch and they don't have somebody making fresh bread. And she's just throwing this day old bread in the toaster to warm it up to pretend like it's warm.
Weird.
And it's like that's why it was so crusty.
But they're pretty. I mean, I assume that's what they're doing before they bring any bread out, right? Even if it was new that day, they gotta heat it up right before. It's not like that.
But I feel like during like rush, like if it's a like Saturday night,
you think they're just turning out bread
I think
there?
so.
I feel like they get that shit shipped to them.
I mean, it could be like frozen and they just put it in the oven, but I feel like there's got to be a guy there just like that's his job, is to put bread in the oven, take it out.
The bread man.
But get the bread.
Yeah, buddy. The bread man.
Rob Schneider and Pauly Shore should do an office comedy together. Where Rob Schneider gets to be his making copies guy, and Pauly Shore can just be the weasel.
The weasel.
Lighten up, buddy. You want to go to TGIF Fridays after
I think we
work?
figured it out, Pauly. I think this is your big break. You and Rob Schneider.
You forgot in the 5 seconds. I mean, you did bite into a chocolate glazed munchkin, so it's euphoric in a way.
Caught some.
I think that one's the lemon one. You should try that.
What? Lemon one?
Right there. Out there.
I had steel cut oatmeal this morning with cranberries, walnuts, syrup, and brown sugar. Pretty goddamn good. Someone told me that this buster at work, he'll just drink coffee and every single time does the,
Every single time.
And I guess the lady next to him is like fucking gonna lose her mind. But I feel like you should tell somebody in that situation though, because he's not.
He doesn't know.
He's not thinking he's doing that every fucking time, but he just is.
Or maybe he really isn't. It's like every 3 times he does it.
True that. How do you know?
Right? How does she know it's every single time?
Oh. Yep. That's why I like having you around, man. Get that different perspective.
I had just finished the Joe Rogan podcast. It took me like 3 days to listen to it because it was 4.5 hours long. Him, Bert Kreischer, Ari Shaffir, and Tom Segura, because they were trying to hash out their new bet. And they're going to do, for the month of October, everybody has to be sober, so they can't drink, which is the thing that's going to be hard for Bert to do.
Right.
But everybody else, supposedly, it'll be okay for them.
They can all smoke weed.
Yeah, I think that's what Joe Rogan said. And then... Or maybe they're not. It was very, like... They never came to a concrete thing. But then they have to go, for these 31 days, they have to go to hot yoga for 15 days. And so everybody's like kind of mad because they're like, oh, of course Rogan's going to do it. And he's like, listen, guys, listen. I've only done yoga, I do like it once a week. If we're doing it 15 days out of the 31, that's like at least twice a week, 3 times a week. It's like, I can't do that. But he was also saying, we have to do it for 90 minutes, not 60 minutes, and you can't leave the room. So Ari was like, no. He was like going crazy about it. But it took 4.5 hours. And they barely even got to
That's not surprising.
a conclusion.
Well, when I went to hot yoga, they say if you get too hot, you just basically do the child's pose, which is like you're on your knees And then you just put your face down and go. I was pretty convinced that was like a really tall bottle of acid that fell on it. Something that was gonna be cataclysmic. And yeah, you basically just, it's like a baby can do it. You know, that's why they. But I don't know. I never got hot enough where I'd have to leave. I guess you could.
I mean, Ari was like,
90 minutes
I only
is a long
did
time too, though. A lot of those classes aren't really 90 minutes.
Right.
They're 45 to an hour, so good luck finding those.
I think they're going to do it
All at the same thing?
together at...
If you want to play rich boy games, fucking fine.
At Joe Rogan's new studio.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to have fucking...
He's
going to have Yogi Bear come give him fucking lessons, I bet.
And then, because I guess Ari wanted to go back to New York or something like that, so they convinced him to make LA his home base for October. So Joe Rogan's like, I'll pay for your, housing, your food. I'll give you a food allowance. I'll get you rent a car. And they came up with this rent. I have to watch it because I was only listening to it. But they were gonna rent him a car and put like a wrap on it, like a car wrap on it that had like these ridiculous things on it. And he agreed if he could pee or something, like go out to pee or something like that during, because the guy peed like 7 times during the podcast, and like the first couple times he was just peeing under the thing in a bottle, and then everybody just like, no, you gotta go pee outside in the actual bathroom. So, yeah, and then he had the next one I listened to was the guy who wrote that memo at Google.
Yeah, James Damore.
Yeah, I listened to that one yesterday.
I saw part of that one. I saw part of the other one too, but yeah, I didn't have 4 hours. So I just kind of had it on. I was doing other stuff.
That's why I like listening to it, because I can, when I'm driving, I can just listen to it.
Yeah, I saw James Damore. He basically gave his first interview to Jordan Peterson, and I figured there'd be a lot more pertinent, important information if he's talking Jordan Peterson as opposed to Joe Rogan. No offense. But then Jordan told him basically, yeah, you seem to, because all the science was basically correct and he wasn't making a radical claim. He was like, yeah, I think, and you seem to be a good dude. You might as well talk to a lot of people. Yeah. And then that seemed to be what he started doing. Yeah. I totally agree with him. It's nonsense.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Did you read and here's more good news? The Disney Channel will be what did it say? I forgot.
Well, first of all, you would have to have Continental Cablevision as your provider. So, yeah, this is someplace in Elmhurst sending Disney Channel stuff.
It's interesting that you still have it.
Channel 54, that was what it was at my house on regular cable. It says Channel 54, Channel 99. Do you have 99?
No, we had Channel 28 was Disney Channel for whatever our cable was called back in the day. And then it turned into Comcast.
Remember Channel 28 on regular TV?
Oh.
JBTV. It was usually Korean.
Was it 28?
For like all day. And then, and then at night at like 11 or 12, JBTV would come on or something like that. Yeah, that was 28. I saw you puking again that one time. I already told that one.
I looked that up. I drove down some street and they have a Matt's like factory outlet.
Oh wow.
And I kind of like a little bit. Can't eat them anymore.
I don't think I've had bratwurst since the last time I puked.
But what happened to me was was way worse than just puking because it was like every orifice of my body, something was coming out of it.
Exploded like a tube of toothpaste from both ends.
Which is what happened to you yesterday, right?
I don't know if it's the MCT oil or what, man, but my stomach fucking, whoo, like all of a sudden. And it wasn't even like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. I felt nauseous first, like sick, and I was like, ah. And then I was like, oh.
The problem with the MCT oil is that you can't keep it in. No matter how tight you clench.
It's just, it is lube.
Right, it's lubrication. It's just coming out.
It needs to keep moving like a great white shark.
That's what happened to me Thursday morning. Because I had drank my keto drink, and then I guess I had coffee like really soon after it. Mm-hmm. The other days I was like maybe an hour or two between.
Yeah.
I got to school and was like, it's like, no, can't do anything, but I gotta go to the bathroom first.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's gotta be good for you.
It's gotta
be. I felt like maybe, because I had it with tea. Black tea, which normally coffee, I have that with. So I don't know if like maybe there was some sort of weird spice combo that just activated.
It could be.
You know, it was pretty alarming.
Does black tea have more caffeine than coffee?
Like per capita, tea has more caffeine, but because a tea bag only uses so much, they have less. So that box says that black tea, a cup, is 30 to 60 milligrams for one. A cup of coffee is like, I feel like 150 to 200 or something. Maybe a really strong ass cup of coffee. I feel like.
Right.
It's more than 30 to 60 anyway. But I am sure about those numbers. I read it on the box. So,
how much does a gallon of water weigh?
8 pounds, 8.34. You looked up or something? And diesel weighs less. All right. Those are your fun facts for the day.
The human head. How much? Is it 8 pounds?
The human head weighs 8 pounds. Whoa. So yeah, James Damore got fired, eh?
Yeah.
And then nothing's happened since. He hasn't accepted a job with Elon Musk or anything.
No. I think he was talking about a lawsuit. But, yeah.
It's funny, you know, how it was around the company for a month. And then when it went public, they fired him. Very funny. I have those Google things in my house because Tater bought them.
Right. And you got a Roomba, so like the government knows your every move.
My every yep.
And the layout of your house in case they ever have to like send a SWAT team in on you.
Oh, I'm sure they just come in and plot it out themselves while I'm not there.
Why? They don't need to anymore. They got the Roomba.
They got the Google Geo positions. I have 3 of those in my house. So the government is well aware what goes on in my dome.
I do not have any of those things. So.
That's right. I'm working on getting an Econdo dome. Did I tell you about those?
No.
They're like just like basically a geometric, geodesic, whatever the fuck dome. That you can buy a kit for. The more expensive one is like $20,000 and the less one is $14,000. You can put it together yourself and it's like a home. Like you can legitimately live in it and it's pretty cool.
Didn't they invent that in like the 60s?
Probably something similar. People have always worked on, you know, better structures than what we live in.
It reminds me, okay, so my dad took me to, it's called the Henry Ford. Mm-hmm. It's in Dearborn, Michigan, I guess. And it's like, it's basically a museum. And I guess Henry Ford bought like Thomas Edison's house, the Wright brothers' house, all these places, right? And he built like a town, like a little town square, and it's set in that era of like Edison, the Wright brothers, all that kind of stuff. So you can walk around there. But then they also have like a brick and mortar museum dedicated to like innovation, technological, transportation innovation, that kind of stuff, because, you know, it's Henry Ford. But one of the things that they had were all these like weird futuristic like mod homes that you could just buy, and then and one of them was like a big ass dome, and they like kind of cut it in half so you could see the whole thing, and it was like just circle, and like I guess the inner tubing was weird, and then the kitchen had all these like weird motorized things. And it was cool. It was like the Jetsons almost. That's what it kind of sounded like when you were saying.
That's awesome.
But it was like looked like a flying saucer almost. It was like a big dome kind of thing. Like,
they have another thing called the what the fuck is it called? It's super saucer, which is basically like, you know, picture a flying saucer. So bottom looks like that, top looks like that, a lot more like a disc.
Right.
Sits on a foundation that is so tiny compared to the size of this thing. Like, you know, it might be 10 feet by 10 or something. It just sits on this concrete block. It is capable of spinning because it's got like windows in the top, and based on if it's summer or winter, you can spin it to maximize whichever way you want to go. And then it's also got like a deck that goes around one side of it, you know, and you basically, it doesn't spin when you spin, but works both ways. That's fucking really cool too. Another one, with that one you need like a huge ass crane. It's got like 5 pieces that are just kind of like curved, and then they stick them all up into like a hole, you know, and then the crane has to pull them all up, and then once you get the center, then you can start, you know, weaving all the like spokes almost. But that one, I don't even know how much it costs. I assume it's way more, because it's like, they were saying this program was probably from 5-10 years ago, but it was a new design coming from France that they had come up with as like a new way to live type deal. It was really fucking cool though. But the Econodome is way more feasible. Like,
so what are you gonna do? Knock down your house and then?
No, I would buy land, a lot of land, and then just save the $20,000 for that. Yeah. Wouldn't stay where I'm at. Want to get away from the city, but I don't have anything to do.
Can make biscuits, but you got to be in the city to make biscuits.
Maybe not. Maybe I could ship them.
But I thought you wanted like a little shack that people came to.
Well, that's just one option, I said. One thing I think of.
How are we going to sell chicken stuff to the masses?
You didn't seem on board, man.
I always...
the hot dog stands through my
Every
mind.
time I pass by Big Top, I always think about Big Top biscuits.
It's too big,
downsize.
Man. It's the top of the big.
You can get rid of... There's only like 4 booths in that thing. It's not a big restaurant.
Too much.
It's a pancake house, but there's nowhere to sit. It's the smallest pancake house ever.
Yeah, there's a sit counter there. We all know the skinny.
Yeah, there's a counter, and then there's like 5 booths.
Too much.
Get rid of the booths. Just have a huge ass area for people to wait, to stand. Have a weird, like, theme park-esque queue that they have to... mouse maze that they have to walk through to get their biscuit. Because it'll be that popular that you'll have so many people that they'll have to go through this ridiculous maze.
In order to
Beautiful.
keep the numbers regulated.
Right. Beautiful. Done. It's a success.
I don't like Big Top.
I could just walk to work every day.
You can call a different one Big Top Biscuits.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but it's right there, so I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this over by me. But I don't have to go anywhere. You have to go.
Nobody lives in
somewhere.
Berkeley, so
Lots of people live in Berkeley.
Nobody-
You go to Elmhurst, get that fat cash. Woo-wee. We could sell so many lotes over in Elmhurst and make a fucking steal, probably. Elotes for a bargain, people. Made by Real Apache.
we should do that.
We call
should
it
figure
maize.
out. We should figure out what like tribe we're from.
We call it maize.
We'll get like some weird deep cable channel to film us.
Really nice.
Film us going to figure out what our cultural heritage is or whatever. Watching us with like headdresses on, like doing rain dances and stuff.
And at first we'll be like, I don't know how to do that. But then afterwards,
But there would be like this inspirational moment where like we're crying because like we finally figured out that we're whatever tribe we are.
I made it rain. Well, that moment. And then you'll get struck by electricity. And then become very white.
What?
And lose your hair.
Okay.
Name yourself after a kind of donut.
What?
Powder.
I was
Remember
thinking.
Powder?
I was thinking of Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Remember Powder? What a
Yeah.
fucking strange movie that was. There were a lot of those fucking, hey, we found a freak movies. There was that one. There was Edward Scissorhands was We Found a Freak movie.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Freak. This guy looks pretty freaky there. We found a freak. Freaky. Rafiki.
Freaky.
Freaky
deaky. Freaky deaky. He's gonna make it. Come on, Punisher. He's gonna make it.
What do you think? How long has it been?
I don't know. An hour and 2 minutes.
Wow. Like a true professional. Only 2 minutes over. My hour set.
Well, I guess all of our fan will be happy that we're posting. I won't get any more angry
Maybe.
email from
Maybe they will.
all of our fans.
They're pretty ornery. One.
What?
I was gonna say ornery bunch, but
Oh, I see.
they're an ornery one.
I think you said
Our fan.
all of our fan. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
They're-
an ornery one.
they are pretty persistent. But yeah. Should we call it?
I'm gonna get down to 165, my new goal. I'm also got this shit's gotta stop. I've been on a sugar fucking holocaust.
Wouldn't that be the opposite?
No.
Like you're getting rid
I'm
of
killing sugar. I'm fucking killing it all over.
Like get rid of it, right?
Killing
You're
it.
getting rid of it.
I'm eating it, and then the bacteria is eating it, and then it's farting. And your feet smell. I saw a video on it. That's why your feet smell. So, yeah, 165, that's 8 pounds, but that's some territory.
Yeah.
That's like sophomore territory. And you're still going for three bills, we call them in the business.
Which should hopefully happen since I'm more on track with school starting and everything. The routine is easier to do now.
Yes, the poutine routine. All right, good.
Peace.
Church.